we become more effective influencers? How do you influence people to do things they don't want to do? Today I'm going to give you some quick takeaways for how we can be more effective influencers and learn from some of the best at influence who face some very tough challenges. So I want to start with a tough challenge: teenagers. A very resistant, rebellious audience, particularly when you ask them to do something they don't want to do. One of the most effective influence strategies I saw with teenagers was by a janitor at a high school. And what he did is he started to notice something. Every day, at the end of the day, he would notice on the mirrors at the school, there would be these lipstick blots all over the mirrors. Because what the girls were doing in this high school is they were thickening up their lipstick, and then they were blotting their lips on the mirror, causing the janitor a headache every day. Because the water he was using to clean the mirrors weren't cutting it, and he'd have to scrub, and it was taking him more time, and it was keeping him from other duties. So he went to the principal and he said, "You got to do something about this. Can you talk to these girls? Can you say something? Can you do something?" The principal says, "Sure, I'll take care of it." So the principal gets on the PA system, the loudspeaker, and he says, "Girls, we noticed that there's a problem. Please don't blot your lipstick on the mirrors." What do you think happens? More people do it. The people who weren't doing it before said, "Oh, that's kind of clever. I'm going to start doing that." And so they're starting blotting their lips and kissing the mirror, causing the janitor even more headaches. So he decided to take things into his own hands. And so he got the 10 most popular girls and he rounded them up and he says, "Come with me here into the bathroom because I want to show you what I face at the end of every day." He says, "Look, I want you to see this mirror. I want you to see all these lipstick prints that are on here." And the girls are self-consciously kind of looking down and snickering because they know they're the ones that are doing it. He says, "I need you to help this to stop. Can you tell your friends to stop doing this?" He says, "I want you to see what I have to do to get this off every day." So he takes the squeegee and he goes over to the toilet and he swishes the squeegee around the toilet and then he brings it over to the mirror and he scrubs and scrubs and scrubs. Nobody kissed that mirror after that moment. What did he do? Well, he connected their bad behavior to some natural consequences that were happening, but they just weren't aware of. And he was also using some peer pressure. Since they were the most popular girls, that message spread like wildfire through that school, and it stopped immediately. Well, if that janitor can be that effective with rebellious teenagers, what could you do with more influence? What changes would you make in your own lives? Maybe you'd eat better, lose some weight, be more effective with your own teenagers? What impact could you have in the workplace if you had more influence? Perhaps you could get the loud talker in the cube next to you to quiet their voice. Perhaps you could get your team to hit their deadlines and meet budget. What would you do if you had more influence in your community? Perhaps you could finally have a homeowners association meeting that doesn't devolve into a shouting match. What could you do with more influence? I wanted to start with a story about a janitor having influence because this skill, influence, is not reserved just for the heads of our organizations. It's not just for the person at the corner office. This is something that we can all access and can make big changes with, make big impacts, make a big difference.